Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. I thank the Honourable Minister for his statement, and I'm glad to know that the other side does listen to us sometimes. When we did suggest that the ministerial statement topics they should really be talking about, because clearly the opposition has more of a finger on the pulse of the nation compared to the government side. Mr. Speaker, allow me to also express our deep concern about the confusion from the other side. This morning, before the 8:30 a.m. deadline, the Parliament Secretariat emailed through 3 ministerial statements, one of which I am addressing now, and 2 more. One from the Minister of Economy on Fiji Airways, and the other from the Minister of Forests on Forestry. 6 minutes later, at 8:36, the Parliament Secretariat emailed 6 minutes after the 8:30 a.m. deadline to advise that 2 of the ministerial statements were withdrawn. What is going on with the government side? Do they know whether they're coming or going? Or they're still in this zombie-like state, keeping up the drama that this is still a boom? Mr. Speaker, the failure of the automatic transfer switch at the Waila treatment plant that has greatly inconvenienced a good cross-section of the population of Suva, as well as our students who are already trying to play catch-up with learning gaps due to COVID-19, only points to one thing: the overall failure of this government, and particularly the minister responsible, and their ability to manage basic infrastructure, as is the social contract between taxpayers and the state, Honourable Speaker. I am quite certain that the minister's phone is beeping 24/7, not from the Care Fiji app, as the minister already believes, but due to the immense number of complaints coming from everyday citizens. It is well and truly, and I quote, unquote, a mandua situation to see residents waiting for water trucks with buckets and drums like none of you have to do, either early in the morning or in the darkness of night in places like Sakoda and in Lakemba Street in Samamua, running after the water trucks to make sure they don't miss out on water. Is this the picture of hope and prosperity that the people of Fiji need to be living through on the year that Fiji celebrates our 50th year of independence? Mr. Speaker, it is our understanding that the Water Authority has approximately 10 to 12 water cartage trucks on standby, delivering water to 1/3 of the nation's population who live between the Suva and Nausori corridor. Due to cost cutting by the authority, is this so? If this is true, why is the chairperson and his board remaining conveniently silent during this time of chaos? They should be sacked, because this is what happens when the board cannot table timely annual reports and Parliament cannot scrutinize what they are doing with taxpayer funds. To make matters worse, Mr. Speaker, we now see media reports by the CEO stating that water restrictions will now apply because of depleted water levels at Waturu and Nandong. Mr. Speaker, I refer to the National Development Plan and the priorities set there by government regarding water, where the Prime Minister has recently made public statements about the NDP. The government set itself such ambitious key performance indicators on water. The NDP says that for, quote, access to clean and safe water in adequate quantities urban, unquote, 98% of the urban population would achieve this by 2015. And 100% of that urban population by 2021. And I can tell the Minister right now, Honourable Speaker, that lofty goal will not be achieved, even though it is Sustainable Development Goal 6.1. The larger question, Mr. Speaker, is what has happened to the World Bank loan taken by Fiji in 2019, targeting climate-resilient infrastructure such as water. Mr. Speaker, in closing, let me urge the Minister to table a motion in this House for a public inquiry into the operations and functions of the Water Authority of Fiji. Nip this in the bud. The people of this country deserve better. They deserve 100% access to clean running water. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.